Introduction. In the depths of ancient Egypt's desert, where the sands resonate with echoes of history, lie mysterious secrets about life and death. The beliefs of ancient Egyptians served as a spiritual map determining the fate of the living and the dead, revealing profound concepts of the afterlife. Let us dive together into a fascinating world where gods and spirits intertwine, and funerals await with many rituals and symbols. The journey of the soul to the underworld. The underworld, known as Duat, represented the first stage of the journey after death. Upon the death of an individual, it was believed that their soul embarked on a complex path toward a new life. Tombs were not merely graves, they were gateways to an unknown world. Statues of gods, such as Horus, stood waiting to guide the soul through this journey. At the entrance to the underworld, souls were presented to Osiris, the god of the dead. This moment was pivotal. Just souls were granted the opportunity to live in eternal peace, while impure souls faced a dark fate. The deceased hoped to be able to reclaim life once again, just as Ra does every morning. Funeral rituals. An ideal afterlife required multiple rituals that the living were obligated to perform. Justice and faith in the principles of Egyptian religion were essential to ensure a smooth transition for the dead to the underworld. The living had to offer sacrifices and perform necessary rites so that the deceased could enjoy eternal peace. Among these rituals was mummification, where the body was preserved for the soul's potential return. The mummification process was complex, involving the removal of internal organs, drying the body with natron salt, then wrapping it in linen, accompanied by spells to ward off dangers in the afterlife. Priests played a central role in this process, conducting the rituals and overseeing the mummification. Tombs and afterlife texts. Tombs in ancient Egypt were architectural masterpieces, designed not only to house the body but also to facilitate the soul's journey. Texts were inscribed on the walls of the tombs, containing spells and religious texts aimed at assisting the deceased in overcoming obstacles in the underworld. The first of these texts was the pyramid texts, engraved in royal pyramids to guide pharaohs in their journey. Over time, the coffin texts emerged, accessible to the public, allowing everyone to benefit from these teachings. These texts contain spells for protection and explain the path to eternal life. The Book of the Dead and the Underworld. As culture evolved, the Book of the Dead appeared, compiling various spells to aid the deceased on their journey. This book was typically written on papyrus or inscribed on coffins. It contained texts offering advice, protection, and knowledge, assisting the soul in crossing over to the afterlife. The books of the underworld were also known, providing the deceased with a detailed description of the underworld, depicting the dangers along the way. These books affirmed the Egyptians' deep understanding of the role of souls in the cycle of life and death, considering that each soul undergoes multiple stages akin to the birth cycle of the god Ra. Afterlife ritual. Sacrifices were considered a fundamental part of these rituals, as it was believed that the soul continued to live after death. Egyptians left behind clothes and precious jewelry, but most importantly, food, which was deemed essential to ensure the soul would not starve. It was believed that Ka, the life force, remained linked to the body, while Ba, another part of the soul, could move freely. In every tomb, the body was placed in a manner that ensured the soul's guidance to its new world. Despite changing methods over time, the belief in the concept of eternal life and the soul's life after death remained constant. Myths, such as the story of Isis and Osiris, played a significant role in shaping this belief, adding a mythical dimension to the soul's journey. The relationship between religion and politics. Religious and political authority were closely intertwined, as priests wielded significant influence. Temples served as centers of power, where funeral rituals were conducted and spiritual practices were promoted. Rulers relied on priests for spiritual and political support, creating a delicate balance between religion and state. The importance of art in the afterlife. The paintings and carvings in tombs and graves reflected concepts of life after death. Decorations depicted scenes from daily life, agricultural work, and hunting, celebrating eternal life. Art was used as a means to express hope for the life to come, adding a spiritual and aesthetic dimension to the tombs. Interaction with other cultures. Ancient Egyptian beliefs were influenced by Persian and Greek thought in later periods, affecting the concept of the afterlife. Some practices and traditions were integrated, adding complexity to Egyptian perceptions of the soul and destiny. Conclusion: through all these rituals and practices, ancient Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife embodied a complex journey filled with hope and fear. The afterlife was more than just a concept for them, it was a goal they sought to achieve through their deeds and righteousness. Thus, these beliefs remain alive, reflecting the greatness of an ancient civilization that lived in harmony with the mysteries of life and death, continuing to inspire generations to this day. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell.